I'm suffering technical difficulties here. I couldn't hear. I hope I can now. Let's see. What's up, everybody? Playing around with my headphones, and I realized I don't have sound. So these are the headphones that I was trying to use that are not working properly. How's everybody? How are you guys doing? We have Matt Bagwell right here. Anybody who wants to join me, it is actually in the chat. I mean, in the description of this video, in the bottom. Let me pull up the other live stream, the actual live stream on my channel. And that way I'm going to be able to see if I actually have... There you go. I have sound. All right. And then there's things that I can actually put background music too. So had all these goodies. See if that works. So if anybody wants to join me, it's in the... there's like right in the beginning. There's like the... Let me... Oh, that sucks. I cannot... So I can hear the music too. Well, let's hope that works out. Anyways, okay, let's go through this. Set it up. And we have Yellow Rose Drones. What's up, my man? Chit, chat, chitty chat. Pretty much. That's what it is. Let me turn down my phone. Just in case somebody feels the need to call me right now. Which is usually the case when I'm busy. Somebody always comes up. And I'm going to pour me a drink. Because I'm bored. I'm literally bored. So there is somebody in the bottom right there. Let's see if I can pull him in. Add to stream. Boom. There we go. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Let me turn this music down a little bit. I think it's too loud. At least it's for me. Can you hear me?
Well, as usual, I think we got a problem already. I can barely hear you. You probably can't hear me.
I can hear you just fine.
Let me try something.
Okay.
I can hear you fine.
Yes.
You got any kind of echo right now? Let me try something.
Yeah, I can hear myself a little bit.
Let me try something because I can barely hear you. I got to get some different headphones or something.
Okay. Yeah, I had the problem.
Every time, man. I'm
I'll
sorry.
be here. I'll be here, bro.
All right.
So if anybody else wants to join me, the link is in the description below of this channel. I'm bored, so I'm gonna pour me a drink, and I'm gonna have me a nice Jim Beam together with my stuff. And yeah, you guys seen the latest news lately? I'm making a little bit of ruckus with that DJ Alvada video. You would not believe how many emails I get for that stuff. It's crazy. So running a little bored today. Yes, I am actually. What's up, Jimmy B? How you doing, my man? We have Northside Hawk. People always call me when I stream, right? So that's why I turned it off. We have, is it possible that the Avada could have lost power for a microsecond when you did a certain move and that caused it to set a new home point? No, then it would be like literally every single time. So it resets that home point every single time if you restart the drone, like literally like from turtle mode, or you pick it up after you have a micro crash. I call them actually micro crash these days. Like if you had a crash with the Avada and she has to restart, re-spool up, and you start up your motors and she's going to take off. The moment when she takes off, then she takes a little bit for lock in into place, and that's when she literally is updating home point. So there's no micro second that it just resets the freaking home point to something else, which shouldn't be the point. It should be always the same home point regardless of if it's upside down or not, and then just, you know, stuff like that. Anyways, howdy, my friend. Your time zone is friendly to mine in Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne, Australia. We are halfway around the globe now. I don't even know how far you guys are away from Hawaii. I don't know. He said, I'm with you. Yes, thank you very much to you guys with me. Cheers. Yes, cheers. Hey, Dominic. Dominic. Where's Dominic? So this is going to be a... So this is my Mini 3. I'm about to ready to pack it up and send it back. This is my third Mini 3. Just saying. Just nothing personal. It's a great drone. I did plenty filming with it, a lot of filming with it, but this controller is not working for me. It's getting hot, always on the same side right here by that handle, and I don't know, it just loses connection. I can fly it for like 10 minutes, then it's losing connection, and then I have to send it. I mean, I have to hope that it's, you know, not crashing anywhere. Anyways, so if you guys have any questions, regardless what it is, any questions, literally, like literally any questions, just pop them in the bottom. I'm gonna be here for a while. I'm bored, like I said. I'm gonna have me a drink, a nice drink, Jim Beam right here, a nice drink. Oh my god! And I'm just gonna be cruising here because I didn't really have anything else to do. I decided just to make this. So if you want to join me in my live stream, the link is in the description of this video, so you can just click on it. I'm probably going to remove it as soon as I'm done streaming, so that nobody else is trying to enter a stream that does not exist anymore. So 6176, stick with you, Evo 2s. They're rock steady. I couldn't agree more. I have the utmost respect for Autel to actually step into the market of a monopoly of DJI. It's actually a DJI controlled market, or it used to be. And so far, like I said, the only issue that I had was the separation of my arm, where I almost lost my drone. I made, just like I do with the Avada right now, I made reports on that, and Autel literally took care of me. They did that stuff. They just sent me a new drone. They didn't even wait for me to send back the old one. While with DJI, they just simply said, oh, it's your fault. Barry Markowitz says, Aloha 808. Flew my Mini 3 Pro a bit in Cape Town, South Africa last week. Great people with plenty aloha. Great food, gourmet kind, usually less than $12. Going back in December. Come join me, Barry. I'd love to travel. I'd love to. Oh, we got somebody right here. Boom. What's up, my man? How you doing, bro? Long time no see.
What's up, Haka brother?
Not much. I'm just cruising, doing nothing. So I figured, hey, whoever likes to join.
I saw that. I saw the cruising for people to join. Honestly, man, I got the notification a while ago that you were going to go live, and so I finished with the girlfriend. Figured, why not, man? I'm done putting dents in the bed. I can join you.
What's up, Jimmy? So the vlogger that used to be on Maui, that's Dustin Dunhill. I just watched this video, and yeah, he cleaned it out too. He actually went crashed into the tree with his Avada. So how you been, my man? I haven't seen you for like ever. The last time I think your video was you was working on one of those FPV things. So, I have, like I said, that's why I buy DJI stuff, because I do not know anything about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I don't know nothing about it.
I kind of I'll be honest with you, man. Here's how I see droning in my world, right? And this is a way to simplify it. I kind of look at it like a gaming. Like you have your beginner, intermediate, expert, advanced. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like as you drone through the years, you kind of want to continue pushing your skill set further, and I think FPV is that real finalizing step for you in everything that you do. So I encourage you, man. Still, I encourage, Dobo a while ago to do it. He got into it. He had a blast. I encourage everyone to do it, just because it's that real final step of becoming a complete and full pilot.
I know. I think like when I had the DJI FPV the first time, I thought it was just too much drone for me. It's because I didn't know nothing about the damn rates, like rates. That was the issue for me. I should have known before that slowing down the rates is going to slow down your way of approaching things, the way she handles, what she does, how she goes, things like that. Now that I have the Avada, it does that. I understand now. Maybe one of these days I'm going to learn how to solder that stuff together and put motors and choose the right board.
Dude, I don't even have to go that far. That's how I have to keep a solder gun in every room, just because I'm constantly breaking things. So there's always a solder gun within feet of me.
See, that's the thing with the Avada, though. You can crash that sucker and nothing really happens. You know what I mean?
I challenge that. I'm actually about to fly my friends in the next 3 days and do my review of it, because he challenged me to do it, because he knows how much I love DJI products. So he bought one, and he said, dude, you have to fly it and give your opinion. So that's, I don't know if you know this, but I started my own show called The Shit Show. The Shit List. Because I fix shit now, so the shit list, and the Avada has made the list. So everybody wants me to do the review. I'm gonna give it. I'll try to be as honest as forthcoming as possible. Being a builder, it's kind of hard to say that the Avada is better than something I can build, because I know hands down that it may have more tech in it, but as far as durability goes, it's not in the same league, man.
Yeah,
at all.
Jimmy B just said, yeah, I was just going to say, I got no Autel drones, but they seem to have much better customer support than DJI. No, not anymore. That used to be that's a thing of the past. 2 years ago, that customer service was great, outstanding, second to none, and then it just plummeted like down. They had a lot of integral structural changes. So
I'm sorry, man, I forgot to offer you. Would you like some of my nuts?
Sure, I'll take some of your nuts.
There you go, bro. I'm gonna put a few of those in you there. There you go.
Oh, we get Alika in the house. What's up, Alika? How you doing, my man? Aloha. This is one freaking... That guy can fly, bro, I tell you. That bro, he's good.
Go ahead.
The funny part is, okay, so here's the kicker. So I was actually... Well, I'm not going to say that, but... I approached him. I was in uniform, and I watched him fly, and he seen me approach him, I guess through the goggles, because he was facing the drone towards me, and he was flying in an area where it's an old Kmart that shut down, so the parking lot is empty and there's like nobody there, but it's right next to the courthouse.
Those are the best. Yeah,
so I showed up there, and I was in my vehicle, and I got out, and I was in uniform, and I just made that mean face, and I just looked at him, and he guarantee was like, oh my God, there's a cop right there. And then I was like, dude, do you fly drones like this all the time? And he said, yeah. I said, you ever heard about the DJI FPV? And he goes, yeah, I heard about it. So I have one. Do you want to fly it? And he was like, oh, what? And I showed it to him, and I told him, yeah, I got one in the car right here. It's like, I literally just picked it up, and I figured because you're an FPV pilot, and I seen him zip through those trees and go backwards and sideways, and it's like, I want to know if this FPV drone can do this kind of stuff. And he took it up and he did it, and he said it's kind of sluggish, but.
Well, and so that's my biggest complaint. I did review it when it first came out. The same friend that wants me to push the Avata is the same friend that bought that one, because I don't buy DJI products. Let's face facts here, man. I'm a builder. It seems I'm not. I wait till my friends get it and they.
You're a Hubson fan, yeah.
Yeah, not by a long shot. Maybe back in the day, boy. I tried to burn that company to the ground, and I still try because they are just so weak. They're such a weak company, man. I don't know. That was a good point. I'm glad that you knew that background history between me and Hubson, by the way. When they started...
I watch, believe it or not, I watch a lot of people online.
Bro.
I watch a lot of my viewers. I watch their channels and stuff. Sometimes they leave comments. I watch a lot of their stuff. You can learn a lot from people watching them. It's crazy.
I mean, don't get... Look, I can't shit on Hubson too much. SATT, sorry, folks. I can't on the company too much because they gave me my big break on YouTube, right? When I first started testing their products and nobody was doing the mods like I was doing, nobody was doing the videos like I was doing. That's the whole reason my channel exploded the way it did, was because of Hubson. So as much as I hate the company now because I see how they're shady and how they do things, I'm really have to give them the props for getting my channel started. Then again, it was me. They didn't send me anything. I bought all my own products, so I guess I did it to myself. But it was their products that pushed it to that realm. So I gotta give credit where credit is due, man. I can't be a snark.
So what is your take on that whole exo drones thing?
Exo. Now, bear in mind, dude, I don't get into any of the GPS stuff anymore, so I don't even know what exo drone is. However, I am a man who does research, so give me the exo drone. What are we searching for here?
As far as I know, that they bought the Hubson and they put just a new body on the outside, but the interior is still Hubson.
Bought Hubson. Give me 1 second, and I will learn as much as I can. Yeah,
and there seems to be a difference between exo drone and drones.
Okay, this is interesting. I thank you for bringing this up to me because I did not know this took place. This is really cool. So exo is now Hubson, huh? Is that what we're saying here?
Yeah. Well, exo, I think they bought a certain part of Hubson.
Okay.
Like that Hubson Pro or whatever, and
right.
They made a new drone out of it by changing the body, something like that. That was the rumors. That's only what I heard. I had no hands on it. I have just watched some videos online that I popped across, and let me add this to the stream right here. What we got here?
Yeah, no, I was on the web. I do mad research, bro. Once somebody tells me something, I learn as much as I can about it. So
that's the one right there. That's the exo. That's the mini, and then get the Black Hawk, and then get the Black Hawk 2, I think, something like that.
That was actually probably a super smart decision on their part, because honestly, this is probably the best drone they've come up with yet, right? So rebranding it is a really smart idea, especially if they're thinking about pushing forward and making Hubson a better company with actual like tech support instead of the fake tech support we've been getting for years from them. This would be a major upgrade for this company. I would actually see them stepping into the realm of actually being a competitor for some of the mid-range companies if this happens. Cheers to them, man. Props. Sorry, I'll stop saying that.
Nope. Oh, good. Hey, whatever works, man. So yeah, I got myself the Mini 3. This is my third Mini 3.
It's cute.
And it's the third one that is going to go back to Amazon.
Oh my. That bad, huh?
Yeah, the drone itself is amazing. I like the camera quality. I like how quiet it is. I like how smooth she flies when she flies. And I like everything about it, including the intelligent flight modes and all the options that you have with it. It's just I only can enjoy it for like about 10 minutes. Then I have to put it aside for like 2 hours to cool down. Like the RC and the drone.
They overheat?
I can feel it right here in this controller. Every single time I hold them like this and I fly them, it feels super intuitive, feels super good. And it looks really nice. The screen is super bright. But then all of a sudden, boom, I get disconnection errors and it disconnects, and then my drone just hovers there. So now I wouldn't have a problem with it really that bad if she would actually come back home, but she doesn't.
So hold on. I need to understand this further. How far out are you flying when it doesn't come home, and how are you retrieving it when it decides not to? Does it go into LVC, low battery voltage status, and then bring itself back and then land at that point?
It just goes straight down where it was.
So it just flies until it can't fly anymore, expends the battery.
It just hovers there.
Voltage.
It hovers there, and then it just doesn't come back. I can press this button. I can restart this remote how many times. The battery life on this is because it's the regular battery. It's not the extended one. So it's like super good. You get like easy like 30 minutes out of this sucker. So it's really cool. But I usually fly like 10 minutes, and then I can tell already because my screen starts pixelating, and then all of a sudden, poof, she just goes gray.
Overheat.
I have about 30 seconds left to fly her closer to me or above something where I know. So I usually press the RC button in the bottom over here to look straight down. And then I bring her quick to wherever I'm looking at her, and I bring her quick wherever she can just calm down. And then I try bring her down already as good as possible so I can walk there and pick her up. And this is the third model that they send me from Amazon that is like that. It's the third one, and it's every time a brand new box. Everything is brand new, packed up, and I'm driving crazy with this thing. So I just simply this third time around, I said, "Hey, I'm done."
What is the current temperature where you're at right now? I know where you're
right
at.
Right now it's like 80 something.
So during the day it's what, almost 100? Feels like 105, 103.
No, it feels like 100, but it's usually like about 88. If it's super hot sunny day, then yeah, it's about 94, 93 around there.
No, we're
but
not
it's not as hot as Arizona, I tell you that.
Okay, well, so I'm Florida, you know that. It's always muggy and hot here. We're always in like the near hundreds. If not, feels like 107, 109. So I noticed that any mini product that I ever bought from DJI or was sent to me for review always had overheating issues in the heat, right? It seems like it's not such an issue with the cooler states, but when you start getting into the hot ones, that would make a lot of sense, man. I mean, do you have
I think it's the controller stuff, because I had my friend bring the other controller, what is it called, the RC1?
Sure.
That does not have the screen, but then you got to put on like triple tag on your phone or whatever. With that one, no problem. I can fly them. You know, towards the end when the drone, because that battery comes super hot in here, like really, it comes really hot.
Right.
The drone comes back, but then once in a while I get like stutters and stuff, but nothing like this stupid smart controller thing. Like this thing is great, and it looks awesome, and it feels great, and it's such a convenience not to have a device strapped to it.
Sure.
Just sucks that you only can use it for freaking 10 minutes, and then like I said, the bad part is that the drone does not come back to the home point. That's what drives me crazy.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, the first time it happened was with the first model, and then of course you become less confident to fly it, and I ended up going with the second model after exchanging it, and it came real quick, and then I did that, and I'm like, bro, it's still doing it, because I was already cautious, so I only brought it out like 200 feet, and I just let it fly around the bushes there, and I did my stuff, and then right there I could tell already that she was starting to having issues. Like, bruh. Then I even went in the car, and I sat in the car after starting her up, and I put it in front of the AC, and I was blasting it like full on, like this, and you know how uncomfortable it is. You get your fingers ready. My fingers were so cold, they were sore. They started to hurt, you know, and I'm like, bruh. So then I was like, okay, I'm like this, and I was pointing the stuff at the drone. Still, she like disconnect. Like,
have you? All right, if that continues, man, and you can't get that solved, my suggestion: take the back off and just drill a bunch of holes in it so it can breathe a little bit. Let some air in. You know, that was what I ended up having to do with my Mini, the first DJI Mini they released, because it kept overheating. So finally, I just took my drill and punctured a bunch of holes in the body, and then it stopped overheating.
I don't know if it's this. I don't want to puncture holes in it because it's $900.
I'm an FPV
like
guy,
the regular
dude.
DJI One. The regular DJI One, not a problem. I flew that sucker everywhere.
Right.
It's just, this 3, it just drives me crazy, and it's so great. It's such a neat little thing, but it's just.
That has OcuSync 2.0 or 3.0 on it.
I think this is 3.
3. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's getting really hot, man. If you're running, that's
I stay in Oahu for only a year. I'm going to Maui in October. Would like to know some good spots to fly my drone. Please, there's a lot of no-fly zones here, or just too many people to over them.
I have a better idea, Jose. Why don't you get connected with 808 and fly with him, and then you can just go to all the epic spots already because he knows them. He doesn't have to tell you where they're at. You can fly with the man himself, the legend.
Oh dear.
Hey.
No legend here, guys. Don't listen.
What?
To
You gotta always build yourself up, man.
Anyways, Maui, I do not know much about Maui, bro, because Maui is, I think I went there twice, and both times was for work, so I don't know really much about it. Oahu, there's like a cool little ranch where they filmed Jurassic Park, but you gotta watch out for the egrets over there, the rubbish birds, the white ones. They come in the hundreds. You don't have none up in the sky, and then if you see one, bring your drone back already because they're gonna chase it down. They come in the hundreds.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
see, now as an FPV pilot, I'd scare the dog daylights out of those birds.
Yeah, I tried that, and I took my friend there with his DJI FPV, and they took it out of the air.
What?
Yeah, they're
There's
aggressive.
no way they could catch my 6S rig, bro.
Yeah, there's so many that like there's like hundreds. The sky is filled with birds, bro, and they start making bigger circles, and the circle comes smaller and smaller, and they're in layers. Like there's not just one layer; it's like there's multiple layers of circles. So when he tried to actually punch straight up because it's just, birds no can go straight up, and he punched straight up right into one bird, bomb, and that thing came down, and that was it.
I have a story for that. So I fly with Edwin Rodriguez, right? E-Rod Yo. Right, we ride our motorcycles together. We fly all the time, but we used to go to the spot called the Containers. He actually made that spot famous for FPV. And so one night we were out there, and I had my 5-inch out there, and we were flying around, and I decided to do this moon rake punch. Right, send it to the moon punch, just straight up. As soon as I armed it, straight up, and I just saw my quad do this, and then it kept going, and I was like, "What just happened?" And then I saw something leaking down the screen or over my camera. On my FPV camera, and I was like, what is that? I can barely see. So I came in and I had this, it was like red maroon, and it was just leaking down the lens, and I was like, what did I just do? So when I landed, I realized I had half a bat still stuck to my 5-inch drone.
Oh my god!
I took out like a whole pot of bats, dude. Just smashed them going straight up at like 140 miles an hour.
That is crazy. So Jose Diaz says one thing I did to my air unit was take it apart and put some really good thermal paste on all the metal components. See, why do I have to do that?
Okay.
I bought this for $900. It should be working just fine.
that is my same argument for the old Xbox 360s. Remember, you used to have to take those apart and put thermal grease on the X clamp.
Yeah.
I'm like, why did I buy this for this much if I have to go through and put my own thermal paste on?
Right, then you can build your own damn computer, man.
Right. It's like I've already learned how to build it now by just taking it apart and putting the thermal paste on it.
So Scott LaRue says, did you do any research on yaw washout, which is known to ducted quads? I feel like this is what happened to your Avata. I would love to agree, which I can't because I have too much footage of too many different people at too many different locations having the same thing happening to them.
Okay.
So I posted it in the comments. If you look at my video, in the comment section of that video, there's Lon Denard. Lon is going crazy about this thing right now. He asked me actually to post all the links that I found. And when you look, I found it all over the world. In Turkey, I found it in France, I found it in the UK, I found it in Iceland, I found it all over with the same motion. You know, I'd love to agree with you, but I have to disagree.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually take that a step further. We're all about to learn something today. Talking to the quad master. Let's have some fun. Do you know what VRS is?
What?
Do you know what VRS is?
Nope.
Vortex ring state. Okay, it used to be a big problem that plagued multi-rotors and helicopters. If you're flying a helicopter, it was known as settling the power. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So as a helicopter pilot, they would know to settling the power. As a quad pilot or a tricopter or oxycopter, whatever you want to go with, octocopter, whatever, right? Hexacopter, all those are plagued by what we call VRS. And it is more pronounced when you put ducts around the motors. Okay. So anytime I fly any Cinewhoop or anything, if I make a transitional fast motion, we do get what's called washout. And it happens to almost all Cinewhoops. Doesn't matter if it was built by DJI or whether, it doesn't matter. It will fall into air that it's already turbulated, right? That it's already churned, and it will stumble on itself. It's called whoop stumble, right? It's very common in whoops and Cinewhoops. Okay, just in general. All right, so I see this as being a problem that is probably going to persist, and I don't know if they'll ever actually be able to solve this issue, if that's what you're talking about, whoop stumble, because I'm not sure it's solvable unless you remove the ducts. And if you remove the ducts, it raises the performance of the machine considerably, but it does make for a lot smoother flying if you're not making really fast hanky-jank movements, right? The downside to hanky-jank fast movements is that the gyro gets confused, and then it starts falling into prop wash, and then it washes out real bad. Yeah, so I do feel what he's saying. I understand that. I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to say, in my own opinion, after flying for, almost 8 to 10 years now, I would say that it's probably just a problem with ducted motors in general. I think it's just something that plagues ducted motors. VRS is vortex ring state. You would know this if you flew heavier quads originally, like the Phantom 3s, blah, blah, blah. They used to be too heavy. So when you came down too fast, straight down, the quad would fall into air, it turbulated, and then the drone would just free fall out of the sky and slam into the ground and break into 1,000 pieces, no matter how much throttle you gave it. There's only one way to get out of VRS, and that's to give it forward motion or side-to-side motion, right? Rolling right, rolling left, pitching forward, pitching back, and then giving it throttle. That's the only way to get out of VRS. Sorry, man, go ahead. I wanted to cover all that. Good.
Right there. There's my turn to the left. There's another turn to the left, and there's another turn like that.
Right.
Now, this is my happening here. Whoop.
Yep. Okay. That is 100% stumble, right? That is wash out really bad. That is very, very noticeable on anybody who flies whoops. And the more you fly, the smoother that will get. You just have to be smooth on the sticks, man. Those snappy movements is what causes the washout. If you can control that and make it a smoother motion, you won't have those issues.
Okay. I'll find you another one where the dude actually wasn't making that
a quick maneuver. Nope. Okay. That's also explainable, but I'll let you go. Go ahead.
Okay, go explain while I do this stuff.
So
we have somebody else here.
Hamburglar, I like that.
Hamburger. That's Johnny.
Epic name. That's a good trolling name.
Johnny,
too.
Can you hear us?
What? Nobody else is wearing a costume. I thought this was the pre-Halloween party.
I actually was thinking of running the Halloween intro at some point. So, Jose Diaz says, "What island you stay?" I stay Big Island, brah. The biggest island of all of them. And then we have Scott. So the consensus is to have the motor spin in instead of out. Of course, we can't do this on the Avata.
So you have a pusher instead of a puller.
So you actually switch the motors around for that?
What's that?
You switch the motors
I don't know
around?
because I've messed with the Avata enough. I don't know if you can reverse.
No, I mean, but if you would have a Cinewhoop that you would build yourself, you would switch the motors around? Is that what
you can do? Push or pull. Sure. Cinewhoop can work either way. I mean, most quads can work either way. You can do push or pull. Pushers tend to be, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, pushers tend to be not as smooth of a flyer, honestly. I don't know why. They just don't handle pulling the air through as opposed to pushing it through a duct is very different. I don't know why, man. It just, I've always, everyone that I've ever flown beside pushers just did better than pullers, right?
Yeah. And Original Double agrees with that. Absolutely hit whoop wash.
Yes. Yeah, it's a pretty embedded thing if you're a whoop flyer. You just know that it kind of happens.
See, and I wish somebody would have told me that when I posted the video initially. So I wouldn't have gone all through that whole research to find this stuff all over the world that it happens literally everywhere. Like,
hey,
everywhere.
Man, fly FPV and you'll learn these things.
So.
You know? That's just something you kind of learn as you go. And we all started off knowing nothing at one point or another, man. We had to fill our brains.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to find that video right now that the guy posted. Because there's people that just tell me right here, like, it's a motor desync issue and it's common with this size of motors. And
well, a desync normally takes you completely out of the air. A desync, the quad, like, resets, basically.
Okay, so here
like it just turns off and turns back on mid-flight. That's normally a desync. That's what happens.
Let me share the screen. This is the same. This is the one of the posts. This is somebody who did try to recreate this thing, and he actually did twice, and it's coming up pretty soon. The funny part is right after that you can see a bird. So he does like that, and then right there. Whoop.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then he does it again. Watch. One more time. He does it again. He's go forward, and then he goes around. Whoop, and it does it again. See that? And there's the bird.
Now, let me ask you this. Was he flying in GPS at that time, or was he flying in full manual?
Full manual.
Okay. So it's a lot easier to get whoop stumble in manual, obviously, than GPS. The GPS is going to try to calculate for that kind of turn, right? So it's not going to allow you to pitch the nose over nearly as hard.
He says, loose quads, build, loose, repeat.
A lot of respect for that statement.
Indeed, DJI terms, it would be loose quad, repay, fly again.
Loose quad, loose sleep, buy again.
I just literally lost, like, well, I didn't really lose because I had kind enough viewers that actually donated money to me, so I could pay for it, you know. So, yeah, I was fortunate.
So, you're looking good, bro. You're losing some weight. You getting some buff on.
Yeah, I'm losing some weight. I changed my diet, and yeah, I'm way more active than I used to be. So
good for you, man. Get your diesel on. I respect.
Yeah, definitely, because I was like at some point like pushing like 480, 490.
Right, I was in the 400 range.
Yeah, you know, I need to do something about this. And then I had knee surgery. And with the knee surgery, I had to do something, and I got more active, and I got my sweat on, and I was like, okay,
sure.
So. It just sucks that it happened to you over water. It's gonna suck that it's gonna happen to anybody over any water.
Yeah. Even if it's not over water, dude, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like that's
so how you doing, Johnny? How's everything going with you?
Hey, man, I was just in my shop having some soup, you know, like old people do, and I saw you going live. I thought I'd jump in.
Yeah, thank you. For those of you guys who don't know who this is Johnny Truesdell, and he's the owner and manufacturer of Skyfire Aerial.
What's up, everybody?
Good to meet you, sir.
So this is
you
still won't get the battery back though, $129. They actually did say in the email that they're going to send me back a drone, two extra props, the battery, and the small tool for the stuff. So the battery does come with it in a flyaway.
So they're giving you a battery too. That's unheard of.
Yeah, so it comes with the battery because I mean it flew away with the damn battery. It's not like oh, let me drop the battery right here. And, you know, I'm gonna take off.
Yeah, it's just not up. It's not like DJI to just give extra stuff, man.
Yeah, it's like, ooh. Well, the lady was kind. She was nice the way she emailed me at first, and she, oh, I'm so sorry, and it's like, yeah, it's not a problem, but this is what I found out. Can you guys take a look at it? And then they called me, and then they said something else, and then they said, oh, sorry, but it was our tech team has determined that it was operation error.
So did they send it out yet?
I just got the email today that it was inspected and prepped for shipping, and then I got one DHL text message that a package is on its way from Hong Kong.
Of course, it'll show up crushed and or wet or something.
I hope not. I sure hope not. Peter Guava, what's up, my man? How you doing? Aloha
from Costa Rica.
So yeah, it sucks so bad when you lose a bird. I tell you, man, when this stuff happened, and it's like, I was like, out of all the places you had to do it 2 feet away from the cliffside, you know what I mean? Why didn't you just wait a single second and jump forward? You know, it's so mad.
Hey, is this the first time you actually lost one and didn't find it or couldn't find it?
I have a place. Oh, okay. What is that?
I'm getting a lot of messages from people because I live in Florida and that hurricane's making its way up here. Everybody's inviting me to go move.
Oh, okay.
All the YouTubers are hitting me up like, yo, come stay with me if it gets too bad, bro.
Alrighty. Well, Hawaii is always here too if you need a place to stay.
Of course, man. I'll just a couple $1,000, spend the money, come on over. We'll hang out for the day. You can teach me some Haka.
Yeah. Sorry, Johnny. What was that now? I'm sorry.
I said, is it the first time you lost one and actually couldn't find it?
What? No, I lost. It's the first time I lost one that I couldn't retrieve it when I knew it was at.
Yeah, you didn't have a chance.
Yeah, I did. I used to dive down that area before, like way back in the days, like a couple of years back, and I used to go down there for catch lobsters. Anywhere more towards the southern part in that area where I was flying at, you don't want to go there. I don't wish that on nobody, because there's like lava tubes and the water literally pushes you into it, and there's like suction and it spools you back out, and there's so many
What?
people that died there. It's crazy. Like if you fall off, because there's something that's called opihis. So there's like small shells that grow on the side of the rocks that they pull off, and they taste like mussels, but they pull them off and they eat them right there. The bigger OPs are all alongside those cliffs, and people tend to go there when it's getting darker, because that's when they kind of like crawl up the walls, and they trip, they fall, and they're done.
So
There's-
you
you're
found
not
an
gonna-
you found an ocean that sucks and blows? That sounds like a match made in heaven, bro.
Yeah, it's caves. It's like huge lava tubes that
Right.
stay underwater. So when the water pushes into it, it literally pushes the water in on one side and
Incredible.
blasts it out like a blowhole on the other side. So.
Jeez.
Yellow Rose Jones says finished editing and can pay attention to the stream now. Thank you. I appreciate that. I give you undivided attention, my friend. Barry Markowitz says off to Hong Kong early November to shoot rugby sevens. We'll try to meet with DJI in Hong Kong or Shenzhen. Any special questions to pursue? No, I don't want to start anything. I'm good. I just buy products. The funny part is, as soon as I did that video and I got a lot of views, and that was at first the crash video, and then I did a live stream where I presented all my findings. Nobody was there like you that could tell me, hey, the swoop wash, bro, you know. And then I did my third video, which was 2 days later, which it's catching really heavy traction. But with that, I got almost 1,000 emails. They're not all friendly, bro.
Oh no, the death threats are the best ones, dude.
I had one. He said he lives in Cali. The flight is only like 5 hours. I wrote back. I said, this is my address if you want to come by.
See, I'm the same as you. I'll do the same thing to those people. Like, come visit me, man. Let's hang out for the day.
It's beyond my understanding. Like, why would you go to those? Like, it's a damn video. It's something I'm sharing my experience with you. You know, I'm not saying I know exactly what I was doing. I said it in there that I don't know what I was doing. You know, I was just flying, and this happened to me, and this is what I found out. So I make my own. Everybody makes their own. You know what I mean? But I try to present it as good as possible. The one thing that caught me the most, though, is when they record the telemetry. With the telemetry shown, each one of us that had this issue, it showed that all three of us did that weirdo move, and it only shows up for like 1 split second. Like it goes through it and pop, it goes like one time like that.
Now, what are you reading on the telemetry? Is it
The stick input?
the gyro or the stick input that does it?
This
What?
stick
Okay,
input.
so
it shows the
so-
stick input in the bottom left and right.
right, but okay. I guess what I'm going for here is when you say telemetry, so like in beta flight, right? We have the ability to actually black box everything and get all our data from the flight controller and then go back and look through the flight controller to see what the instability was in the platform, right? Or what caused it. So if you see like a heavy gyro glitch, right, at that moment, you see a really wonky glitch, and it could be something in tuning, or it could have just, like I said, been a whoop stumble. But does it give you gyro data? Like, does it have any kind of black box gyro data that you can look at? No? Oh.
What was that?
What?
It's like,
Okay.
I have no idea. Like I said, I buy something to use it, not to the
Okay.
extent as you to tear it up. I don't know how to read. What I found was under like your flight records, there's another button on the top right that you can click, and it says black box data. But you only can upload that. I can't look at it.
Well, you should be able to download it and then run it through a software.
It's not letting you download anything. I've tried
Really?
I tried to go through the app, and I tried to do anything, and it just says when you click on that button on the right, it says right there, upload, and then you click upload, and it just does that. You know what I mean?
Give me
So,
1 sec, bro. I'm gonna look up the Avada and see what the black box.
what's up, Dominic? How you doing, my man?
I thought I'd give you a bit of love from Melbourne, Australia.
Aloha. How you doing?
I've been listening in the background, and it's lunchtime here, so I thought I'd finish my lunch and then get on and show you a bit of
Lunchtime Saturday or lunchtime Sunday?
love. Lunchtime Sunday.
Oh, so you guys are ahead.
Yep,
So who's behind me? Like,
not
don't-
many.
don't we
Yeah, I
have
think
12
everybody's
hours?
behind
I'm
you.
not.
I mean, technically,
I'm negative
Dom's,
10 hours. So who's
Dom-
negative 12 hours?
no, Dom's in the future right now.
Yeah,
he
I'm
is.
always in the future.
Always in the future, bro.
Barry, maybe ask if the Goggles 2 will be compatible with the Mini 3. Oh, okay, that would be a good one.
You're
Bet you Dobo will be able to answer that before that. I don't know. Yeah, he has pretty good connections though. OCDS, you didn't even say anything bad. I didn't. That's the funny part. I didn't say anything bad. I didn't bash DJ. I didn't, because I still like to fly the damn thing. Now I know it's a whoop wash, a whoop wash, whoop
Yeah.
do.
okay. So the correct there's two ways you can say it. It's wash out, right? Whoop wash, or it's stumble, quad stumble. Like it's whoop stumble. Those are the two key factors when it comes to send drones and whoops that you have to remember. And it happens, like I said, dude, even the best pilots, they experience it, man. It just it happens,
Right?
such is life, man.
So Peter Guava says, today I took my Evo 2 over the sea to film whales. Oh God, I love that. I needed to think about you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't know if that sounds right though. I fly almost every day over water and never was worried losing the drone, but after what happened to you, I got worried. Not with the Evo 2, bro. This is a DJI we're talking about here. Don't you dare pull Autel into this right now, because I have over 20,000 miles on my Evo 2 Pro, which is still the V1. I just bought another set of batteries because I sold my Lite Plus for that. Don't you dare compare that to the Avata. Jose Diaz says it's not like Betaflight black box at all. Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering, because like I said, I haven't messed with the Avata yet, so I don't know. But Betaflight gives you a ton of data to work with, so that you can see the inconsistencies.
Ja. Josh Spike says, Hallo aus Deutschland, ich hoffe, du bekommst eine neue Avata. Ja, das hoffe ich auch. He said he hopes that I get a new Avata, and I said, I hope so.
Okay.
So Arizona Drone Dude says, good evening, everyone. What's up, Arizona Drone Dude?
Hi, David.
There's the link in the description below if you guys want to join. Just saying. I
Yeah.
can fit 6 more people in this tiny ass room. So.
Dom, did you box that Roo I asked you to find and beat him up yet?
Yeah,
Remember?
So
I'm
Arizona
just
Drone
editing
Dude
that
says,
video.
try to remove the SD card attached to your drone to PC and try to export and save it to your PC. You obviously didn't watch my video. Please watch it. I can't retrieve the drone. You speak German? I'm originally from Germany. I am originally from Germany too.
Oh, that's good.
Jimmy B says maybe whoop wash, but how do you explain the changing home point? Jimmy is my man. I love Jimmy. Jimmy, you just screw you whoop wash. What about that changing home point?
Yeah.
That's
I'll
thing.
definitely look into that now. If there's actually an inconsistency in the software, that needs to be addressed big time with DJI.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there is on my video too. I pointed it out. Well, one of them was when I crashed, when I had my first crash. That was kind of really, really crappy. It was where I crashed. I hit the power line, and then from there it went. The home point went switched from my car to like 350 feet up in the air. I blamed it based on that. Okay, I clipped the damn wire, you stupid idiot. You know what I mean? So I blame myself for it. But then I was flying, and I had it a couple more times, and that's when I looked at footage from prior. So I had a couple of days before that, I was going straight, and in my video it shows that the home point switches. And I actually said in my video it was like 20 feet. It's actually more than that. It's almost 100 feet when you look to where it switched to. So the drone is here looking straight at it. Then the home point is on the left. That's where I'm at. And then all of a sudden, whoop, it goes over to like into the channel on the right that I was flying next to. That's almost 100 feet. And right after that, the drone went right, left, right, left. And then I just got off the throttle and she just hovered. And I was like, okay. And I just said it, And I was like, okay.
I want to see if your consistency of that adds up to everybody else having the same problem. See if you can look into that. If you can find out if everybody else's home point is changing when that happens.
Yeah. When you look in the comments, there's a lot of guys that said that happened to them too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can you share the thing in here? This is the kangaroo. Yeah. This is the kangaroo that Dom has told me that he's Roger. He's gonna box Roger the roided up root. This thing has like a 30 pack, bro.
Bro, big time. Like
Bro,
big
look
time.
at his traps. Like,
Those
thing will,
traps are like roots of a tree, cuz.
kick you to space, bro, and beyond. Like
No, I
another
haven't had a chance
galaxy.
to watch anything the last few days. Then you better get to it, bro. Give me that one extra view, please. Please. Josh Spike says, woher aus Deutschland kommst du, wenn ich fragen darf? Ich bin in Berlin geboren, bin dann irgendwann nach Frankfurt gezogen, war dann in Paderborn und dann von da aus bin ich dann nach Hawaii gezogen.
Something about a sexy foot.
Pidigo, meinst du mich? You mean me? No, he was just asking where I knew German from. So. And then we have Tom Nader. Tom Nader said, the home point change is real. Happened to me yesterday after bumping a sapling. A what?
Okay.
What is a sapling?
Sapling, I think it's a small tree.
Oh,
It's like
a
a
tiny.
tiny
So a
tiny
small
little
tree.
tree,
Oh,
yeah.
like a. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
that's good to know. The home point's changing. That might be definitely an inconsistency then in software.
What's up, Maddie?
Yeah.
How you doing? Hey, yo.
Hey, Maddie.
Get in here.
So listen,
Hey,
bro,
come
I'm gonna
on.
bail. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming. I appreciate it, and thanks for the whoop. Watch. Stumble.
Learned a little bit. VRS swoop wash and settling the power. You
Whoop
got a little
wash,
bit of
there you
knowledge
go.
under you.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
I know more now. I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's a good thing to know. Dom, it's always fun, sir.
All
Yeah,
right,
You
brother.
owe me a
See you,
you owe me a
sir.
roof fight. You owe me a roof
Yeah,
fight. Don't
I'll
forget
try and
that.
find one.
All right. Roger, that's his name. Don't forget.
Yep.
Roger
Yeah.
the roided up roof.
Yeah,
All right, bro.
yeah.
Aloha.
Good night.
Where did Johnny go? Johnny disappeared.
Yeah, he seemed to have dropped out as well.
Yeah. So, Josh Spike says Paderborn. Ich komme auch aus Ostwestfalen. Gütersloh. Oh, okay. I've been there before. Maddie said, been building a Cinewhoop. Sorry, I'm late. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cinewhoop. You building one? Or are you fixing your Avata? Well, I've seen the dude that I fly with once in a while, Alika. He has like it's called, I think it's a Cinelog 35 HD.
Mm-hmm.
So that looks actually pretty nice too. It's just he's so good at flying it. I can't take off in manual and I cannot land in manual. I think I'm gonna crash those suckers every single time trying to do so. I mean, it's just practice. You know what I mean? I get like 150 hours in simulator, but man, I'm telling you, it's tough.
Yeah,
stuff.
simulated would be different to real life. Anything simulated would be different.
Yeah, well, the simulator, the good part is I play with my simulator that I use is Liftoff. So I use Liftoff, and in Liftoff they have a mod called Slipstream. So you can chase like cars and you can chase kites and you can go by the racetrack and stuff. It's really good, and it has a couple good things too with the workshop where you can sign up or you like the person's workshop and you can actually download the drone, which is the DJI FPV and stuff, and guarantee somebody's going to make something like the DJI Avata, with where you can play around with the rates and then you can, do your thing. So that's why I actually use Liftoff a lot. So he says, "Okay, boys, off to put some more dents in the bed with the girlfriend. You boys have a lovely evening." No, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do, don't forget the name is after me. All right. Does the simulator work with OS? I think this is. I'm not sure. You're asking the wrong person. I don't know. OS. I know that I play it on my laptop and that has Windows, and I play it on my PC that has also Windows. So I wouldn't know nothing about the OS stuff. So. But yeah, definitely that Avata thing. Holy moly! So I got the text message from DHL today that they shipped it out, so it should be on its way from Hong Kong. So I don't know.
Okay.
Did you get one?
Well, I haven't yet. I'm just a beginner. So you were talking earlier about people that are the beginners. So you wanted a beginner.
Yeah, but as
So
a beginner,
I kinda
you
need
actually can. All right, here it is. Do we have like entrance music or something? Hang on, let me see if I have entrance. Right here, let's make it a little bit louder. And here we have the almighty Maddie's Drone World.
Hey.
Damn, I got intro music.
Just
What?
like that.
That's perfect.
Yes, my man.
Perfect.
So how you doing, my man?
What's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you too.
I've been digging my nose in a Cinewhoop that was sent to me.
Oh, okay. Well, Alika just said the DJI send you a replacement for free. I wish they would have. I fought them on it. Not enough though, but no, they said no. So I have to go with the $220 replacement.
Yeah.
But,
What ended up happening out of that? I missed it.
so they pretty much sent me an email and told me that it was my fault. That's pretty much what it was.
Really?
Yep. Just like that. That's pretty much what they said. It's they send me. I don't wait. Hello, we're online. I can pull the freaking email.
That sucks, man.
Let's look. What? I don't have access to my email. What happened here?
That's pretty much the same situation that happened to Eddie Nunez, man.
Pretty much, like,
And
because he showed everything in there. You know what I mean? Like,
They
he
offered
gave them,
50% off on another one.
yeah, his one was 5.0, mine's one was 1.5.
Damn.
Yeah, right. That's what I said. Damn. I get so
That's
much
what I was
crap
building.
on my table.
I didn't actually build it, but it was sent to me. But it was analog, and it didn't have a receiver, so I had to gut one of my other quads to make it work. But
I
it
can't
works.
access my email. What the hell? Oh, Johnny came back. There you go. What's up, bro?
Hey, man, sorry about that.
What happened there? Did you have to use battery?
I don't know, man. You know I have terrible luck with this.
Right.
It happens.
So, what kind of Cinewhoop do you have now? What is the Cinewhoop that you're building right now? So you have to put it together?
It's a reptile. It's an old school Cinewhoop. She wasn't using it. You know who Kim Fused FPV is? Anybody? Maybe. She's a
I
cool
do.
chick. She
Yeah.
sent that. She said she had it hanging on her wall, so
Yeah.
she sent it to me.
wow.
The problem is it was analog, and it didn't have a receiver, so I had to gut my 7-inch and steal the Vista unit out of it, and that's what I've been doing for the past 2 hours.
So, Vista unit and Beta flight, I keep hearing that. So that's like what? That is like the operating system or something?
Vista unit is the DJI camera that's inside of here. You can see it right there. It's on the inside.
Do it again. Oh, shit. Hang on.
Trading places.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
how does this
Vista
work?
unit is what we use for freestyle quads, the DJI camera.
Oh, okay.
And
Right.
and then I had to add a crossfire receiver to it, which is what the receiver, you know what a receiver is. But yeah, it all runs off Betaflight. It's easier than DJI, or not as easy as DJI stuff, you know, but you get used to it after a while.
So the Vista unit, I thought DJI stuff is all digital, like all
Yeah, it is.
HD.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it works with the same goggles that you have. Those.
No, I don't have those.
The V2s?
No, I don't have those anymore. I get the goggles too.
Oh, you got, okay. Didn't you have the DJI FPV drone?
I sold it.
Okay, those are the
I needed
goggles.
money.
that you had. Those are the goggles. Those are the V2s that you had with that.
I actually sold it because I thought it was too much drone for me. Then I realized after flying the Avata that it was because of my rates.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, I didn't. So I seen somebody here locally. He's selling the whole kit, including 6 batteries, and the thing is barely used, and it looks in a really good shape with a waterproof case for like $900. So I'm thinking of
How much did you say?
One.
900.
Ah,
Yeah. So I'm thinking, because I did all my videos with this sucker, and I gotta return that bastard. I'm gonna use the money to pick that up. Just don't tell my wife.
hey,
Mine's
you ought to
not
buy.
here, so I can talk about it.
You ought to buy that brand new one I got in the box.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. You do. I totally forgot about that. You have one.
Yeah, it's a battery and the drone and the props, brand new in the box. I give it to you for $300 because you're a good guy.
Is that the drone itself or the drone combo?
The drone itself.
It's everything but the goggles and the controller. It's a
Well,
replacement.
I have. So does the goggles too work with the FPV drone?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No,
No.
Then you're
Maddie said
screwed.
no.
Nope.
that won't work.
What?
Not yet.
Not yet. There we go. Not yet. There's the magic word. Not yet. But after going through my comments, I think Lon is trying to shut down DJI Avada. That's what
Lon.
he said.
Lon's a
Lon was
trip.
all mad, and he said that he's gonna make sure, mark my words, by the end of this week, no Avada will take off.
So you can't use the new goggles with the old. That sucks.
Well,
Right?
there's supposed to be a firmware coming in December that allows the DJI Goggles 2 to work with the existing Air units and Vista units that we have now. So with that update, I would assume it would work with the DJI FPV drone. Assume. I don't
Wow,
know.
I didn't know that. I mean, I knew with the thing about the Vista units and stuff. I didn't know about the DJI FPV drone.
Yeah, it's a bummer. They want to make their money, get their packages out, make their
We
money first.
Aliens in the house right now. What's up, Earthlings?
Yep.
I wish I was an alien.
No, he's the alien
Yeah.
because we're the
Oh,
Earthlings.
I want to be an alien.
Relax. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to travel. I got a hurricane coming this way right now. It's getting ready to terrorize us.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, that hurricane in the Atlantic is coming straight at South Florida.
mm.
What? I didn't.
It's supposed to be a Category 3 when it hits us.
I don't watch the news anymore, so I don't.
I don't either, but the Weather Channel I've been keeping up with.
Oh
Wow.
no, bro. I usually know that
Yeah.
something is up because I love to go Home Depot. You know what I mean? Because I'm like a handyman, so I like to buy tools and stuff. Like Home Depot is like my best buy over here.
Who doesn't?
So, but then I go Home Depot and I know that something is up when they stack up all those plyboards to the roof.
Mm.
And I know that, and people walking out with plyboards on masses, then I know if something is up, and that's when I usually go check. It's either that or somebody else from the mainland that actually calls me or texts me, bro, are you all right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm still here. What happened? And I was like, oh, you know. So it says,
Kinda
geez,
losing
bunker
it.
down, Matt.
Yeah, it's. We're never ready for a hurricane, but it's part of living in South Florida, man.
Yeah, and Alika says, be safe in the hurricane.
Thank you.
And FPV Trends, what's up? Hey, bro, good to see you. What's up? Good to see you too, my man. The link for anybody who is here right now, who came late, whatever, the link for this stream is in the bottom of this description of the in the description of this live stream. You just gotta click on it so you can join. So Jimmy says,
see
hope you're
live.
ready, buddy. I think he means you, Matty.
Yeah, he is. Uncle Bill's Toys. Hurricanes suck. He lives a
Hey.
couple hours.
Where's
Uncle
Uncle
Bill
Bill?
lives- He lives a couple hours north of me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So is Uncle Bill gonna be affected too?
Well, the whole state probably will end up being affected. It just depends on where the cone ends up. Now it seems to be swinging a little west, so I don't know. Who knows? I don't believe it until they get here.
Interactive DNA says, I used to live in Curacao where all the hurricanes are born that goes to the USA. The beach looks like glass. The most crazy thing. No wind and no waves. What the? So far I only went through one hurricane and I was dumb enough to actually go work right after.
Oh
I
yeah.
was the only one that showed up to work. I got up early. I grabbed me a chainsaw and I cut the branches and trees, whatever I could, pushed them out of the way and just went to work.
Hey, do what
And
you
then we
gotta
didn't
do,
have
bro.
power for like a week.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, 808. You ever been to the mainland? Our mainland?
I have been to New York for work. I have been to LA for work, and I have been to Dallas for a competition back then for Counter Strike. I don't know.
But you haven't been to Florida.
Huh?
Florida.
Florida.
No, never been to Florida. I always wanted to, but I heard it's super muggy. But then when Ken Dono came here and he said, bro, I thought Florida was bad. So I'm not really that worried anymore.
Yeah, I heard that. Ken told me that when he went there, it was twice as bad as it was here. It gets nasty here, bro. The humidity is terrible.
Well, ours one is casually. The funny part is, like, I returned to Germany after living in Hawaii for like 16 years. I returned to Germany for like 10 days. After 5 days, my skin was all dried and cracked, and
Yeah.
like my tattoos was gray. I had to use lip balm
Ah! Oh, God.
because the air is just dry. There's like fucking 5% humidity. You know what I mean? So And I heard that the mainland is just like that too.
Johnny, where do you live?
I'm in upstate New York.
Oh, okay. You're way up there.
Yeah, so I'm right on the border, Canada.
So are you? Wait, is that my geography sucks? Are you close to
100 miles north of Syracuse.
Are you close to Buffalo, New York? Then?
Yeah, it's about 4 hours away.
Oh, okay. My best friend
Remember,
is from there.
I'm right on the St. Lawrence River, so I got the Thousand Islands region, and there's no shortage of shit to take pictures of or take video of. Beautiful area, except in the
lived
winter.
in Daytona Beach, Pompano Beach, Hollywood Beach, Boca Raton,
Boca Raton.
Oh, Raton, Miami, and Fort Dale, Florida is nice.
I live in Fort Lauderdale.
I lived in Germany and Hawaii. That's it.
I lived on couches in Fort Lauderdale for 3 months.
I've lived here all my life.
What was her
Born
name?
and raised here.
What was her name? Luckily, it was January, so humidity wasn't bad.
I actually want to get the hell out of here. I'm
Florida
not.
got dragonflies the size of seagulls. What?
Yeah, they're biggins. Got all
Serious?
kinds of shit down here.
Well, you guys get
Gators.
snakes and all that stuff too.
Yeah,
Gators.
snakes. I live
I don't-
probably about 10 minutes from the Everglades. I'm
Well,
out there
that's
all
great.
the time.
You guys don't have any poisonous snakes in Hawaii, do you?
We get only scorpions and centipedes. That's pretty much it. And black widows.
Yeah, alligators and crocodiles or nothing.
None of that.
Yeah, I'll
deal.
take you.
Make
Come over to
nothing.
Florida. I'll take you out on an airboat one day. You have a blast.
Yeah, that's got to be awesome.
A what?
An airboat.
You seen how big I am, right?
Gives a shit, man. You can get on a. It's a fucking airboat.
Airboat.
Come
Wait.
on, we can do it.
Oh wait, is that the one with the huge propeller and you go through the grass?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff?
Through the marsh
Dude,
and all that shit.
Oh, but you
yeah.
sit on the top, so we're gonna be top heavy. We're gonna flip over, bro.
Well, you could sit lower. You could sit lower. There's lower seats on it.
Okay.
I got a couple buddies that have them. I don't have one personally. We have an offshore boat. I don't have an airboat though.
Well, I was going to join your stream, however, I use a mic and speakers, and it was going to give feedback, so I backed out. Oh man, you don't want a microphone or something? No more earplugs? Nowadays, everybody get earplugs.
That's why I'm hiding in a closet in my dad's Napa store with my cell phone.
Oh yeah, you can use the cell phone too, bro. That should work, I think.
That's what I'm
Anything
using.
works. It all works. I've done it from my cell phone before.
Yeah.
Here we have the worst animal, mother-in-laws. I cannot
Yep.
complain. My mother-in-law is actually super cool.
Yeah, mine is pretty cool. When
They
she
say
wants
they
to be.
goat boats over by Hilo Airport. They got boats over by Hilo Airport. Yeah, there's boats. We have
Boas,
even in Hawaii.
boas, snakes.
Oh, boas. No ways. No ways. What kind of boas you guys looking at? Definitely not snakes.
We have
Over
an
here, bro,
overpopulation of
Over here, we
pythons
just
over
had
here.
it recently where there was somebody said they seen a cougar.
A what?
Cougar?
A cougar. And I was like, what? And then they tried to show pictures and stuff, and everything looks like so blurry. It's like they took the picture back in 1944. And I was like, bro, you know?
808.
that
Do you guys have like any big lakes in Hawaii?
No, not really.
But
Everything
you do
is
have some. You have
everything
some
is-
fresh water, right? Because you got like
Oh, yeah.
waterfalls and
Yeah.
rivers and shit.
yeah, it's the rivers itself, but none of those ever build up to lakes or any of that. Because
So there's no like swimming inland.
get the rivers, get the deep spots on the rivers and stuff, but even that nowadays, like back in the days, no problem. I heard you, like a lot of my friends that grew up here, they all said, oh yeah, back then we could swim in Wailuku River and stuff. Nowadays it's like infested with like all the doo-doo,
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
So like
That
it's
sucks.
yeah, it really sucks. So hang on.
How's your FPV experience going?
It's great. I love it, man. I can't build for crap, you know? Like I cannot. That's why I buy like this Avada
I
stuff.
hate building too. I hate building.
So I don't know how to solder. I mean, my hands are huge, and holding a solder gun is like,
I didn't know how to do any of that shit either, man.
you know. And then
when
I'm not the most sensitive guy either. Like,
don't
I'm
have-
pretty rough-handed.
Patience and shit. It's a
probably
pain
have
in the
patience.
ass.
I just don't have the knowledge, you know. I don't even know if I freaking install a freaking plug into the wall. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but
playing
none of
around
us
with
do
wires
when we
and stuff. I
first
call my
start.
brother. You know, I tell my brother, "So, bro, I need a new plug in the walls over here. Can you come and lay the wires and stuff?" And he does it, and he doesn't even ask me to turn off the freaking switches. Nothing. You know, it's crazy.
It's doable.
Oh yeah, he fixed that charger you got from Dobo, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did. That's another thing. Shipping to Hawaii. Oh my
I can
god,
only imagine.
bro.
Well,
My
If
stuff
you want
comes
to talk
to
about
me like.
shipping to Hawaii, what about talking about shipping to Australia?
That's because
Well-
you're out in the middle of nowhere, Dom.
I mean, yours one has to be rescued by Crocodile Dundee. You know what I mean? It has to go through like, you know, you seen that steroid roided freaking kangaroo that they just showed? You know what I mean? All that stuff has to
Yeah.
go through that, and probably like vicious koala bears and shit. So
Yeah.
and it has to be like outback, you know, like. But mine's one looks always like that. USPS is actually playing soccer with it, takes it to a rugby match, and then they
Yeah.
transfer it over to the NFL that plays in Europe, and then it flies over here. And then from there, it ends up in the river somewhere. Someone picks it up, and then they fish it out with the boat. Then he kicks it across the street, and then he puts it into my PO box. That's what the
Yeah.
damn thing looks like, you know.
Sounds exactly like here as well.
Yeah.
Hey, unless I send you something, dude, you always get it in like 2 days.
Shit, a lot of times I don't even get
know.
my packages. Florida,
And I send it first class
sucks.
mail.
I actually sold my Light Plus to somebody on eBay that knows me or knows my channel. I mean, my name in eBay is called 808 State of Hawaii, so of course she's
Oh
probably
my
gonna
goodness,
know.
you sold an Autel? Oh,
I did. I sold the Autel Light Plus because I needed batteries for my Evo 2 Pro. I went through 26 batteries,
Holy
No.
shit.
and it's still going.
How many cycles are you getting? Like 80 or 90, or not even that many?
Some I get. I have one that has 102 cycles, and the sucker is still good. That is like my grandfather on batteries. But then I have a couple that made it maximum, like maybe 50 something. And then they started like losing reliability already. So the average of cycles on those is between 60 to 80. And then after that, you get those, you know, the voltage drops, and you get like, oh, it's 35%. Oh yeah, let's take off. Boom, 3%. Oh, okay, come back. You know?
Huh.
So yeah.
Hmm.
So he says, well, I found my earpiece, but it needs charged. Anyway, I was on my way to watch some Netflix anyway. I'll catch you on the next one. All right. I'll definitely have a next one. When I FPV small brushless my helicopters, people love it. But with drones, people hate it. Crazy how people think. I think the cool factor of heli. Yeah, I think, bro, I've seen some helicopter stuff. So, does any of you guys fly helicopters? Or anybody ever flew helicopters? No?
I
Never
flew
even
one
flown one.
once.
You did?
Yeah, I had one of those blade helicopters way back in the day, and I
Uh-huh.
wanted to put a GoPro on it, and everybody said I was an idiot, and I put a GoPro on it. Actually, I never even got to that part. I flew it once, and it almost took off my buddy's neck, and it crashed in a tree. That was it.
Oh, dear. Wow.
That was like
What-
a long time ago.
I seen some of those, you know, when the thing come up like, and it keeps going in all kind of direction. I want
3D.
to do that, man.
3D
Well, you know
flying.
what it is. You're not used to the orientation and all that shit. I wonder now if I got one, if I'd be able to fly it better. You know, 'cause
Huh.
you got to practice in the house and shit and get used to, you know, what does what. And now that we know what does what so well from flying the shit we fly now, I wonder if people like me would be able to fly a helicopter for more than 10 seconds.
I don't
Yeah.
know, but I heard that FPV droning is different, way different from helicopter flying.
Well, it is, but all the stuff is the same.
Acro.
yeah?
If you
as
fly
the camera
acro,
comes. Yeah, not yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
if you fly
Maybe-
acro,
hey,
then 3D
who
flying.
knows? Maybe
might-
DJs. Oh well, we had a quad cup. No, what is that?
I mean, the reason I crashed is because it took off up in the air. It started to go one way. I freaked out, and I said, well, I better go up. And then I didn't know what to do because I was so nervous, and it ended up coming down right
Yeah.
near my buddies, you know.
See, the one thing that I don't understand is like when you have like DJI like has this, and I look at the gimbal of like the Autel Evo 2, the 1-inch sensor, and I look at the gimbal of the Mavic 3 and stuff. Wouldn't a sensor like that fit on an Avata or on DJI FPV? They're strong enough to carry that.
Well, they went with a 1/1.7. They came pretty damn close.
Yeah, but why don't they just slap a freaking 1 inch on top of this thing? You know what I mean? To make it worth it.
Oh,
Like, I mean, DJI in general is pretty bad in crushing the blacks on these FPV and the Avata drones. But the Avata is way better because it's more like the Osmo action camera and more like
What
the
I've
Mini
heard.
3 camera. So I had footage of the Mini 3 and the DJI Avata next to each other in my editing program, and I totally forgot which one was what. So
Really?
I had to delete it. I had to go back into my folders, rename it, and put it back into the editing software.
well, it just tells you the technology, you know, because you know what's in that Avata is the new air unit that
Yeah.
they're coming out with. So imagine
Oh.
that on a traditional FPV quad. It's gonna be sick.
What do you mean the new air unit?
The new air units that are coming out are, unfortunately, they're gonna be like $300 because they're gonna have remote ID built into the module.
Oh yeah. So
Yep.
that's for people who want to build their own thing.
It's
That means I need to learn how to do that thing.
yeah, it's a traditional. Like this is a Vista unit. See that silver thing in there?
How
Right
do
there?
I blow you up?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. See that unit right back there?
Yep.
Right there?
Yeah.
That's a Vista unit. And it's just
Okay.
got a cable that runs up to the front through the quad and to the camera.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just that silver box that you see right there and a camera cable and a camera. That is it.
Oh.
So the new ones are going to have remote ID built into them. That way, because with remote ID coming out, you're supposed to be flying with a module on your FPV quad if
Mhm.
it's over 250 grams. But
Yeah.
this one's going to have it built in, supposedly.
Well, the Avata is already not remote ID compliant, so I don't know.
It is.
Is it?
It's on the list. It's on the list that DJI put out. You got the Air 2S, the Mavic 3, the DJI FPV drone, the DJI Avata, the
What about the Mini 3?
Mini 3, the M30, and the M30T. 7 quads.
Wow.
That's the list they put out that said they were remote ID compliant.
See, the one thing about DJI though is that when you look at it, they have this whole. I realized it when I was doing the flyaway thing, because I reported it and it has that serial number, so they can technically ground a single drone on its own. Is that what happens?
I heard that. I don't know, man. I heard that if the remote ID module is not functioning properly, then it can stop you from taking off. I heard that.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out when it gets out. you know?
But can they restrict? Oh yeah, probably because they can restrict your drone of taking off because it flies through. It's registered and bound to your account.
Yes.
So
I
and
guess.
because that's serial number, and you need to lock it into their account. Oh I got
Yeah,
it.
it'll be attached to your registration. So,
I can't wait for the new air unit, and it's gonna be sick. I think when it comes out, then they will also release the updates for the Avata to work with the old goggles.
well, the Avata works with the old goggles now.
Yeah, it does.
The V2s,
Yeah.
not the V1s, the V2s.
Yeah. Why
But-
does the Mini 3 need remote ID if you stay under 250? Because it has the option of the battery, the extended battery that brings it above 250.
Well, it's not only that. 107 work.
Oh yeah, that too.
If you're 107, it doesn't matter how heavy it is. You got to have it.
Who the hell does 107 work with a freaking Mini 3? I was
Yeah.
not considering that at all.
Talk to your boy. Talk
Mm.
to Ken. Ken does it.
With the Mini 3?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't like the footage.
He can. Of course, you got to be editing good. You got to be a good editor. I'm not a good
Yeah.
editor.
The FAA and drone laws are the most stupid thing ever. People come to the USA illegally and drive without a license and nothing
Yeah,
happens to them.
dude. Like the whole remote ID thing is absolutely 100% unnecessary.
Yeah.
It really is. But
I mean,
it's coming and it's inevitable. So either
True.
adapt to it or get out of the hobby. And
True.
I don't want to get out of the hobby. So
He's back
So-
again.
Johnny had to plug in his phone. Probably it just died.
You know, dude, I'm at my shop and we got a 30-30 fiber connection.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
Right.
it goes down randomly like 30 seconds 5 times a day, you know?
Sky.
So Jose Diaz says, I mean goggles to work with the air unit. Sorry. Oh, okay.
Just subbed you, Johnny. I didn't even realize. I've never
Take it
met
easy.
you before. So
Bye,
there you
Jimmy.
go.
Oh, hey, man.
100,
Yeah,
there you go.
I make controller mounts and oddball accessories and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Been doing it for about 10 years.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Sergio.
That's great.
Yeah, Jose Diaz said the goggles to work with the air units, and
Yeah.
the update's coming in December, so it'll because they're getting ready. They don't sell the goggles too standalone right now, but they will.
What's up,
They-
Sergio?
December.
Sergio.
Sergio.
For any of you guys who wants to join this stream, there's the link in the bottom of this description of this stream. So click on it and join us.
Yeah.
People
Hey,
need
Tom,
remote ID on them.
what part of Australia are you in?
Melbourne.
Okay.
Down under.
Yeah, northern, inner northern suburbs of Melbourne.
Dominic's everywhere. This guy's
Yeah, I
like a
like being
fly.
everywhere. I'm spreading the love.
He
I
sounds like
like-
a straight up legend.
Yeah, I like to
Well,
spread the love.
He better come on my show
Know
tomorrow
more
night.
about Melbourne.
Mhm.
Dominic, I'll send you a link. Actually, I'm gonna tomorrow night for my show. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, so whoever wants to come on, just come on.
Yeah,
I wish I could. I get my son's football game. Sorry.
What time's the football game? I don't go on until 7 Eastern, so. But I don't, I just
7
anyway.
7 Eastern?
Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, that's 1 p.m. over here. My son's game starts at
9.
2.
It'll be about 9 a.m. Yeah, it'll be in my time zone.
You'll be awake, Dominic. You're always awake.
Yeah,
Never
9 a.m. Yeah, that's perfectly.
Saturdays
in
is
my-
good. Like
Okay,
right
fine.
now, like my wife left. She went to a bridal shower. So
Oh,
she went to a bridal shower.
There
My
you
older
go.
boy stay playing on a PlayStation 3, and my younger one stay with his godparents right now. So
Do you let the kids use the drone?
I do. My older one flies the mini one. He used to fly the Light Plus for a little bit. Didn't like it though because it's too big. He likes the mini stuff because he likes to crash it and go through bushes and stuff.
And you
My
got
dog.
dogs too, right?
Yeah, I do. But they don't care about the drones. My pit bull, she used to. She almost took out my parrot and Offie back then, and I kicked her in the head for it. And then ever since then, she doesn't care about the drones no more. So
My daughters fly my Air 2S.
are you still
That's cool.
going to fly your
Pretty
Alta?
good.
Yes, I'm flying it all the time. It's my money maker. It's my breadwinner. That's why I sold my Alta Evo Light Plus so I could pick up more batteries for my Evo 2 Pro. Wait,
What do you do with the old ones? You just throw them away?
next week about 50 more songs will come. Huh? What? Songs? Wait, what?
Hmm? Eh?
I'm lost on the songs. I have no idea. I lost. I don't know. Yeah, I sub back to StreamYard. It's like $20 a month.
Yeah, I had the paid version for a while, and then I got rid of it because I found that having over 6 people was getting to be a clusterfuck. So but you get cool, you can put different decals up in the corners and different banners and all that. So
Yeah.
it's pretty sweet.
Is that what that music is? That's
Yes.
playing?
Yeah, background music. You
Yeah,
can
the
add your
background
own.
music. Actually, the cool part is that I could download the music. I could take the music that I have from Artlist because it's run through my channel, so I can use it on the live stream. So that's why I put that music, because usually they have this other stuff. Hang on, I'm gonna make it a little bit louder. This is like the casual stuff they have, which is one here, right here.
Yeah,
Acoustic, cinematic.
they have like watching ducks or chasing ducks or something ducks.
Yeah, then they have this one. It's called Dance Pop. I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, it's all happening.
Oh, feeding the ducks.
Feeding the ducks. There you
Feeding
go.
the ducks. Yeah. That's this one. It's like really like let's go sleep.
Yeah.
Then they have
All
Into
right.
Space.
Mikey, Fly Zone, what's up?
They have rock. That's it. They have rock right here.
Both
Rock.
brothers in now.
I don't know. I think. Still sounds like elevator music a little bit. Yeah, they get all this stuff. So, but I get my things from Artlist, so I was able to upload the song, and that's pretty much what I'm using right now. This one is called From Out of Flux Levitate. So,
Nice.
Sounds great.
and then I had the intro for Maddie was Machete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That was a good
Yeah.
one.
That was a good one. I like that one too. So what is your guys' next purchase? Your next drones, whatever?
You want to know what I'm waiting on?
Ah.
So I got my 107 now, and I'm going to start trying to do some work with it. I have the Air 2S, but I am going to jump all over the Mavic 3 Classic like a dog in heat, bro. That's the one I'm waiting on.
That's the one without the Explorer camera, right?
Yes, it's the one that's just got the 4/3, the 4/3 sensor, just one camera, and it's rumored to be around $1,400, which is
Yeah,
pretty
that's
damn
good price.
Price range.
that'll be the go-to, and then the Air 2S will be the backup.
Yeah.
That's the
Interactive
plan.
says Alter drone have the best camera on a consumer drone. The Nano Plus has the best camera. The Lite has the same RYB but with smaller sensor.
See, now I like the Nano Plus camera more at night than I do during the day. It doesn't seem as natural to me during the day, but that's just me. That's subjective, you know what I mean? Like other
Yeah.
people think, other people think.
David Hill
differently.
says, I was watching Dustin Dunhill fly his Avata tonight and the home point jumped to the right in this video. Yes, it did. It did.
And so what was the verdict on that deal? You're just not supposed to do that maneuver with the Cinewhoop?
I don't know. So after my whole research, I still think it's a manufacturer error somehow, but it made a lot of sense because I showed them the footage and they all said the same thing. It's a whoop lash, a whoop stumble, whoop wash. So it does that in any ducted thing that when it turns and it just drops into itself. And the person who tagged me on his video that he did on Facebook where he tried to recreate that. So when the new drone comes in, I'm going to update it and then I'm going to try to do the same. I'm going to try purposely make a whoop wash to prove that.
What if you were like 150 feet higher up in the air? Would it have recovered?
Yeah, he did. I have the video right here. You can watch it right here. I'll
I
put
mean,
it.
not that you usually fly that high with those, but
So share screen. Boom, right here. So this is the video that he tagged me in. And he literally recreated that my motion, my movement. He recreated it. It's coming up right about now, I think. The next turn. Whoop wash.
Yep,
right there.
it gets wobbly as hell.
Yeah. And then he does it again right after. He turns to the right and whoop right there. So, and there's, of course, there had to happen to be a bird right there, So, but yeah, so that's pretty much what they all said it is. It's a whoop wash. And I did not know about it because I don't know nothing about city whoops or building or whatever. And they all said the same thing. So apparently it's a whoop wash that caused all that dilemma. So we'll see what DJI has to say. Maybe there is a programming error. Maybe there's not. Who
Yeah, but
knows?
I've never seen an actual whoop do that other than the DJI Avata. I've never seen a home-built Cinewhoop do that.
So how do
When you're-
people know
when
about
you're
the
an
whoop wash
acro, when you're an acro, you'll get a wash like that, but you could still control the sticks on the drone and finish the maneuver.
then? Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't
So
go
this
all
one is
wonky like that.
you lose control completely. There's
Yeah.
like no control for you at all.
That's not
'Cause
normal.
I think she tries to take over and puts it into normal mode or something.
Yep.
So Interactive says with OBS and the applications I'm building, you can stream 4K and 8K with any stream platforms, making StreamYard, Zoom, Skype, WhatsApp, WhatsApp 4K after up converted in real time. Super easy to use.
That
All
dude's
right.
always working on IT shit.
I know he is, right?
Not
He
me. I
always.
can't handle that. I'm not smart enough for that shit.
Stir Friday, it is because of you that I got the Evo 2 Pro and just got their smart controller. Oh,
Nice.
so you got it because of me. I'm thank you. I appreciate that. I'll tell that you did that because of me. Never go by colors. Always go by the dynamic range. Colors are super easy to turn into. Soon, I will make a tutorial how to make the Nano Plus look like the Mavic 3 Cine colors, but it will be better. I'm telling you one thing though, that Autel cameras itself are insanely good. Like even today while I was doing my other stuff and I was because I have been doing so much DJI work with the Mini 3 and the Avata and stuff, I got so used to their footage that when I pulled out the footage from that beach from my Alta Evo 2 Pro, it's like, oh, brah, look at all this detail and the colors. And I was like, the DJI just doesn't have that. It's just, you know, it doesn't have that. You know what I mean? Sergio.
Says you, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's hit those thumbs up, people. Yes, hit thumbs up, please. It's gonna help this channel and this stream. And this stream is just, it was just something out of, I was bored.
Why not, dude?
So I figured, why not? Just put it up. Might as well use StreamYard if I have it. You know?
Yeah.
It says you will not find any Mavic 3 Cine footage better than this. Oh, I gotta hang on. I'm gonna do this. In my chat, there you go. I gotta click on it.
I'm not a
just exited my chat
guy.
Dummy.
I just post footage. I don't give a crap what it looks like. I'm not a camera guy, bro. Nor am I an editor.
Okay, let's check out that video he just posted. Share screen. So this is what he just shared. That looks pretty nice. That is nice. I have to say that's nice.
What drone is that?
That is the Mavic 3 Cine, he said.
No, he's saying that's he said you won't find any footage that looks on the Cine that looks.
Oh, that looks like this. Oh, so this must be then his Alta.
It's got to be Evo 2.
Something like that. It looks nice though.
See, whereas I'm the opposite. I don't even
You
use.
see how nice that looks?
It's the Nano Plus.
That's the Nano Plus?
That it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you
What he said.
serious? Wow. Yeah, see, Alta was never willing to send me a Nano. I asked him for it to complete my fleet, but they never. Yeah, we're gonna look into it, and poof, nothing happened.
Hey, speaking of people sending you stuff, did Triple Tech not ever want their 7 back?
They asked me at some point for their stuff back, and then I don't know, all channels just died out. Nobody ever texted me.
I've heard a lot of bad things about their support lately.
Who?
Not answering people and stuff.
Autel?
Yeah. So, well, I don't have the support guy. I had the marketing dude on my end.
Yeah.
Well,
but I don't know
Triple
where he went. So I have no idea. I don't know where he went after that. I texted him and I asked him about because I was working on a commercial for their stuff to make a fake commercial for Triple Tech, and I asked them for because they have on their website a really nice 3D rendering of their logo, and I wanted that, so I asked him if I could have that for my video, and then nothing ever happened out of that, so I stopped making the commercial.
Yeah, I stopped talking to him too. Once I started making controller mounts.
Autel, it's not just Autel, it's everybody. Customer service and quality control in this country and all over the place has gone to absolute shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every company you know doesn't make. I'm a Samsung freak. They're even having issues.
Flyzone says, Maddie, are you eating Skitties?
My Skittles. Yeah, I eat Skittles.
Oh, you a Skittles
giving
fan?
me a hard time. I'm an anything sweet fan.
Oh, you're sweet too. I got it.
Yeah, Skittles are good.
Yeah, like it's 11:30 p.m. right now at my house, and I'll be drinking a Red Bull in about 5 minutes when my wife gets home. It's just what we do.
Says Gizmo always does nice work. So I cannot have any Red Bull anymore. I used to do graphics design for a company, for like our local advertising company. I took a pallet of Red Bull with me because usually when we had the upload times, you know, when clients want to do revisions over and over and over, and they kept dragging it out. So I used to spend there. I enter the office Friday afternoon at 4. I don't leave that office until like Sunday morning at 10, you know, because there's so many revisions going through, and the upload rate, bruh, we was uploading, I think in 1.2 bits. Like it was like so slow that a regular graphic for the 300-bit graphic that you had to upload was the 300 DPI, took like half an hour, and we had like hundreds of those to go through. You know what I mean? And I drank so much Red Bull in that one night, that Saturday morning, I almost had a heart attack. So I was like, okay, I'm not feeling well, guys. I gotta go to the hospital, and I did, and they told me that I was close to a heart attack right there.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
You
why I
gotta
don't
be
drink
careful.
Red Bull anymore. Jim Stroning says, "Cause no one cares anymore." What are we talking about?
The
Customer service.
Oh, yeah. True.
Yep.
It used to be customer is king, not anymore.
not anymore.
Customer is just a paying sheet.
Quality control's gone downhill. You can't. Nothing works the way it
Yep.
should. It's just.
Well, I'm pretty awesome to my customers, but I don't have that many. So
I know, but your stuff is like so good. I mean,
nobody ever asks me for nothing. Nobody ever has a problem. Nothing ever breaks. It's pretty boring over here.
That is
customer
why
service.
your stuff is built so good that it doesn't break. That's why they don't come back. Everything else has to be like China made these days, where it breaks. It's a consumer market where people literally have to come back to you to buy stuff.
Well, you know what? I figured if I'm going to warranty stuff for 5 years, it better last, or else I'm going to have a problem. Right?
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think most people probably don't even have the stuff that long. Really.
Well, I'm gonna jump off. My wife should be here in a couple minutes.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, Johnny. Dominic. Always
right,
a
brother.
pleasure.
See you
High
soon.
five
Thank you
from-
so much
high
for
five
coming. I
from
appreciate it.
Down under. Hey, I'll catch up with you, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
On my show, I'll shoot you a text if you're available. Jump on. If not, don't worry about it. All right.
Okay, shoot.
All right, brother. I'll be in the chat, buddy. Take care.
Alrighty. Aloha.
Later.
Is there like a hand signal for aloha? Pretty
Shut
much that, the surfer thing.
up. Hang loose. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it is.
You do it either way, or you got to do it that way.
No, you can do it like this. You can do it like when we drive out of, like, if somebody lets you pass on the road, like, or you standing there, you want to pull out or whatever, and then somebody stops for you, stops all the traffic, and you say, "Come," you go out like this and you just suck out like that,
Yeah.
and then pretty much.
We do it here and we call it Rigididge.
Rigididge. Yeah, today's society makes and sells crap overpriced, pretty much. COVID is what messed everything up. No one wants to go back into the office. Well, I don't really give a rat's ass about COVID anymore. Like, I don't have a mask, I don't nothing. I had it once. It was pretty bad. I had it for mine's lasted for 4 days, and it was really, really bad. I had a freaking headache, and my jaw was sore and stuff, and I had fevers, but it went away after that. And after that one, it's I think that whole COVID stuff was, people died all over the world. It was pretty bad, but nowadays it's look at it. You have stadiums filled with people, thousands of them next to each other, yelling and screaming again.
Well, if you want to talk about thousands of people, in Australia, we had the AFL Grand Final, which is one of our major sports. We had 100,024 people there.
Wow. See, that's what I mean. Nobody cares about COVID anymore, really.
Yeah.
Where I am, somebody I know is getting it every week, but they're all surviving and getting better in a couple days.
Yeah.
3 days of rest, and everybody's good.
Ours one was we had easy, I would say we had about 2,000 inmates who had it throughout all these 2 years. Not one ended up in the hospital ever. Ever. We had staff end up in the hospital more than that,
Remember though, my buddy, the CO, he was on the ventilator. He almost died.
Yeah, it seemed like my best friend over here. He was in the hospital for almost 2 months, and he
ended up pretty screwed up.
Times, so. Yeah, he's still screwed up. Mine one is still screwed up. He's still stay on oxygen and stuff, walking around. He get a hard time recovering.
Bad luck, I guess.
I guess it's literally some people, like I said, everybody react different to it.
Yeah, I just signed up for the 4th booster shot. I don't know if I should have or not, but what the hell? I survived 3 of them.
Yeah. What's an Office? A Netflix program, media web service? Yeah, it's crazy. You see all these news reports nowadays where they say, "Oh, we don't have anybody anymore who wants to work. People who don't work no more. Nobody can work." And they're like, "Why, you don't have bills to pay or something?" And I guess they're all on Social Security and stuff nowadays. Yeah. So pretty soon they're all gonna say "Oh, sorry, we cannot give you any Social Security or any welfare anymore or any food stamps anymore because we don't have any more money because everybody used it after COVID. Nobody wanted to go back to work."
Everybody used all the money.
Yeah. And then everybody's shooting each other. They do that already, but
Yeah.
It got really bad over here in a way, and it never used to be like that before. Like nowadays, it's just like every week you can read like, oh, this guy got shot. Oh, this one got shot. Oh, this one started shooting. Like, dude, what the hell is going on? You know?
Yeah, happening down here as well.
Yeah, what happened to the good old days? Like, hey, you want some? Let's step outside. You know, as soon as you're on the ground, you help them up. Let's have a beer. You know, like those days are over, I think.
Hey, 808, what about Autel having these sales every 5 minutes?
I know
not very good when you're trying to sell your drone.
Yeah, well, at the first time I tried to do it, all of a sudden it went on sale, and I was like, oh, so I took it back off, and I posted it for $400 less than brand new, and then I took it off, and I never paid attention to it, and then as soon as I put it back on, and I put it up for like $1,200, they went on sale again for $1,400. Like, you gotta be kidding me, you guys! You guys watching what I'm selling on eBay?
They're
I don't think
specifically.
Huh?
They're watching you specifically. So
I
every time
guess.
you change it, they'll change it.
I guess they do.
I don't think I told you 808, but I actually got a Mini 2S brand new and never even used with the Flymore.
What?
I mean, I got to sell that. I've never even used it. I got the Autel Lite. I've never even used it. I got that Evo 2 I got to sell. I mean, I really got to get my ass in gear and sell some of the shit. I mean, I buy these things so I can make parts for them, you know. And but yeah, I bought an Evo 2 bundle with the RC Pro controller. You know, back when it was like $1,700.
Yeah.
Because I wanted that controller. And then I said, I'm going to sell it right away. And I never sold it because I'm real bad at selling shit. So, they just keep piling up, man. I can't, there's no way I can fly any of them.
You got to just make time, my friend. Just make time.
Yeah, and I just got to sell some of them and take the hit, right?
True. I took the hit on the Lite Plus, but just because I needed the batteries for my Alta Evo 2 Pro. So the batteries was getting really bad. And I was like, I get my grandfather battery over here with like 102 freaking chargers. You know what I mean? Like, that thing can go out any day now. So
are you still flying the Mavic 2 Pro with the battery strap deal?
Yeah, I do. I actually am. I filmed the other day. I had it up for all 4 batteries for like hour and 30 minutes to film an entire football game. So I just was flying it the whole time all the way through, and it worked out great. I mean, it's still a great drone. It's just you can't punch in, you cannot zoom in, and you can tell, like, if I film in 4K and I give it to the coaches in 1080p, so you can punch in through that a little bit, but then you're gonna start having the loss of resolution and all that stuff. But then I flew the Alta Evo Lite Plus during that for the second game, and then I have my Alta Evo 2 Pro for the third game, and you could tell the difference in quality, and you could tell the time difference in between the qualities of when the drones were released and years and stuff. You know what I mean? But the Mavic 2 Pro still, it's in my backpack right here, so I still have it. I still use it.
Yeah. I pretty much mainly fly the Mavic 3 nowadays. I mean, I just love it, and I use that zoom camera a lot. Well, it's not really a zoom, but you know, the telephoto. I actually got pretty good with it. I get a lot of good stuff, but I'm mainly taking pictures. Yeah. But they did improve it a lot, and you just got to be careful about when you know, you got to zoom in, you got to get your focus, you got to store the focus manually, and then
what?
Yeah, but here's the deal: I'm only 300, 400, 500, 600 feet away from whatever I'm zoomed in at, probably.
Yeah.
Once you set that focus, you almost never have to do it again. Even the next time you fly or the next time you fly, it's like you zoom in and it's always right in focus. It's better than leaving it in automatic, I found.
True.
And then I get home and stick that stuff in Lightroom, do a little magic, and I get some great photos and some pretty good video.
Yeah.
So you
Jeff
get
Norman says, I hope that the new controller for Autel is reasonably priced and works with the Lite Plus. Okay,
yeah, we don't know that. Yeah,
reasonably priced with Autel. I gave that hope up a long time ago. Like the last time they did that V1 and V2 smart controller, it was like, bro, really? You're gonna ask $1,200 for this kind of stuff? This is like a brand new drone. You know what I mean? So, and I don't know why they're doing that V3. Just freaking come out already with the Autel 3. You know what I mean? Nobody wants a V3, so it's good for us.
Talking about multiple versions too, aren't they?
Yeah. So well, they're gonna have the same thing again with the body, and get the 640T and get the RTK and get all those and get the 8K, the 6K. still get the same cameras. You know what I mean? It's just they have V3 technology based on chipset and everything in there, and now that is compatible with the Life Deck they're going to bring out, and that's compatible with the smart controller they're going to bring out. So, and that's the only thing. So they're bringing out the entire line one more time, compatible with each other, all V3 version. That's it. You know, and it's pretty much for newcomers, like people who really want to jump into Autel. For us older users from 2 years ago when we picked up the first Autel Evo 2 Pro and stuff, it's perfect because if the battery is the same, you're gonna have batteries for the next 4, 5, 6 years, so you don't have to listen to all those crybabies. Oh, they discontinued my X-Star battery. You know what I mean? Get over it, man. Like, it's So,
well, with the Mavic 2 Pro, we had that battery problem, but did you know the Enterprise batteries work in the regular one too?
Yes.
And they probably can sell those a little longer than they sell the other, I would think.
Yeah.
But they're expensive.
It is. Like Enterprise in general is like, every time I hear Enterprise, all I hear is dollar signs. You know what I mean? Because they still do the same thing as the regular ones too. You know, I've been flying the Autel Evo 2 Pro this whole time for real estate and stuff, and it paid for itself, which is good. You know. So. You
know what? You're probably nobody has as many hours on Autel Evo 2 Pro as you.
I don't think so either. I took a screenshot before I had to change my device to move over my account, because then you lose all that data. And I moved it over, and I had over 20,000 something miles and thousands of hours on that thing. And I get that screenshot, so I wanted to post it one day in my community tab just to say who else got hours. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I think I got a lot. I'm surprised that the motors wouldn't survive as long as they did. You know. For what they went through.
They're tougher than people think.
Oh yeah, and the camera quality is still freaking amazing. You know, like the detail that it preserves, all that stuff.
I mean, especially you don't let your motors get all dirty and stuff.
Yep,
that's what kills them.
Yep, pretty much. That's why I always make sure that I baby my stuff hugely. I really do, except for this Avata. That thing caught cracks. Like, I had like 10 crashes, like small kind bump here, bump there, knock it over here, or try to get through that gap. But that's what they're made for. You know what I mean? You try to hit that gap, and if you get that, that's the reward, is you get that footage. You know.
So apparently, I could buy the Avata by itself with one battery and use my existing goggles and motion controller, right?
Yes, that's correct.
You just can't do it the opposite way because of what he said.
Yeah, apparently, so the goggles too don't work with the FPV. So I hope they're gonna fix that, because if that's the case, then I'm definitely gonna pick up that FPV from you. Definitely.
I would sell it at a buddy price.
I appreciate that. Definitely.
It's better. You know what? It's better to put it on eBay and giving the government a bunch of tax and making some poor guy pay tax, and then you got to pay eBay
it's crazy.
fee. And,
so the guy who bought the Lite Plus from me had to pay taxes. So instead of 1,047, came out for him like 1,100 something. And then
from his perspective, that's you charging him that, you know, kind of.
And then I had to pay $144 for the whole fucking thing. So instead of $1,047, I getting $900 out of this whole thing. So they cut me like $100, and I still had to pay $75 shipping because I put $1,200 insurance on that package. So
they're all crooks.
So I got it out for $830, technically seen, you know what I mean? And then I wasted it right off the bat for 4 batteries of Autel, you know. So.
Hey, listen to this. If I sell one of my controller mounts on Amazon for $99.95, they want $16.95 in their fees to sell a $99 mount.
Just provide the platform.
That's what they want for me, just for selling my thing.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That kind of stuff. I know.
And I'm still not on there because I keep going through hoops to get into their system.
Right. I'm sorry, I really missed on taking those pictures for you.
Hey, they came out really good anyways.
Alrighty. Well, it's almost 6 o'clock. I gotta get going. My wife is on her way home. And I appreciate you guys coming and everybody else cruising with me. This was good.
Nice to meet you, Dominic.
I should do this more often.
You. I'll get around to I'll get around to subbing.
Right.
I'm already subbed to 808.
What is this called? Rigidigi? No, what is this called? Rigidigi?
Rigidigi.
Huh?
Rigidigi.
Rickety. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get around to subbing to everybody that I haven't subbed to. So
Right.
I'll hit
All
you
right,
up.
everybody. I appreciate all you guys coming. You guys all have a good night.
No worries,
And
either way.
don't forget, be a nice human, make somebody else smile, and pay it forward.
Yeah. Okay.
Aloha.
See ya.